Okay, here's the deal. You may remember these MREs, meals ready to eat. They're emergency meals. There's 12 in a box, 2 of each flavor, and I tested 3 of them so far out of the 6. I tried the spaghetti, the beef stew, and the Southwest chicken. Those 3 were kind of meh. So there's 3 more still to try. This is pasta with garden vegetables in tomato sauce. This one is pork with sauce and rice. Homestyle vegetables in sauce with noodles and chicken. If you saw these videos, you watched in horror as I tried to do the heating with them, because each one comes with a envelope with a heater in it. You can heat these meals without electricity or anything other than water in case of an emergency and you have no power or no wood or fire. But I had a few comments from horrified viewers who were like, "You did it wrong, you doofus." What I have to say is the first one, yeah, I totally did wrong. Uh-oh, what was this? Oh my God, I think I'm cooking the banana smoothie. Then the second and third one, I was doing it exactly as the instructions said, and it didn't work, and I couldn't figure out why. And it turns out this whole box, the reason I got them so cheap was they are expired. So I got these at a discounter. I paid $50 for 12 meals. So that works out to this, a meal, which isn't too bad when you think about it. And considering they are usable during an emergency, if you have no power, these could one day end up being extremely valuable. They expired in 2022, so they had like a 5-year shelf life. So they're well expired. And that could be why the self-heating thing did not work. So I'm still going to carry on trying the flavors, but this time I'm going to just microwave it like I ended up doing with the other ones, because yeah, it didn't work. But yeah, this is basically a taste test. And I should mention too, these are civilian emergency kits. They're not army or military. They're made for civilians in case of like a hurricane or something. So no need to panic. It's really a dumbed down version for the civilian. So I wasn't about to kill myself with those other ones. But anyway, so what we have left is 3 flavors, and I'm curious to try them all, but which one today? It could be pork with sauce and rice. We also have pasta garden vegetables in tomato sauce, I guess a vegetarian version. And we have homestyle vegetable in sauce with noodles and chicken. You know what? This one sounds just as good as any. So God forbid we ever need to actually use these. I'll show you what you get in the package. First off, I think they're assuming you have a knife or something to open them, but actually they do open. Okay, so the first thing you see is the nutrition card, ingredients and nutrition. So in case you're allergic to something, you don't want a second emergency when you go into shock from them. Okay, I think this is the meal. It feels pretty big. And here we have sunflower butter. And in the first one, I didn't need it. So when I opened it, all this oil came out and I was like, what is this? I don't understand what I'm supposed to do with it. Don't know if I was supposed to mix this up first. But it turned out it's like peanut butter made of sunflower seeds, which I guess people aren't as allergic to as peanuts. And so yes, you're supposed to need it. It's making some weird sounds. This could be well past its prime. Okay, and then you also get a pack of crackers, and they're so tightly packed in here that they break the minute you try to open them. Okay, this is a smoothie, banana apple. I said it in the last videos. They could sell these smoothies just on their own. They are exceptional. So I'm anxious to try this one again. Oh, also we have a little kit of condiments, being a napkin, a spork, and pepper, and a seasoning packet. Because this is a low sodium meal kit, there is no salt packet with it. So they're calling this dinner Homestyle Vegetables in sauce with noodles and chicken from menu 3, whatever that means. But yeah, it's kind of funny, Homestyle Vegetables in sauce with noodles and chicken. So the vegetables are homestyle? How do you homestyle a vegetable? Okay, so I guess the first thing we could try is the smoothie. I don't know if you're supposed to need this, but okay, let's pretend we're roughing it and we don't have a glass for the smoothie. So let's just tear it open and let's taste it. Yeah, again, delicious. It's almost like a pudding. I'll put it into a glass so you can see what it looks like. As you can see, it's not very appetizing. It's so good. It does taste very sweet. Sure, it's got a lot of sugar added. Let's see what it says on the ingredients for this one. Banana apple smoothie is... So it doesn't say exactly how many calories are just in this alone, but the entire meal is 1120 calories. So really, it's still only half your daily calorie count. I am curious about the sodium because this is a low sodium version, so the entire meal contains 530 milligrams of salt or sodium. So yes, here we have the smoothie, not really a liquid smoothie at all, more like a pudding, but a very delicious one. Okay, let's knead up this sunflower butter. If I recall correctly, this was actually quite tasty too. Oh, it does have the nutrition on here for this. The sunflower butter is roasted sunflower seeds, sugar, oh brother, stabilizer. The serving size, 1 pouch, is 230 calories. Whoa. Okay, again, if you're in an emergency and you're not being well fed, these calories are going to be like gold. Okay, and the crackers are, calories for 1 package of these crackers is 180 calories. Okay, let's try to open these without breaking them. It's when you try to take them out that they break. I think I've done this enough maybe that I can do it now without breaking them. Okay, and then it's just a big wafer with a bit of perforation to break them, I guess. Okay, this is what happens. So yeah, the perforations on them really are not very good. So yeah, they end up sort of shattering. Could be also because they're old. They were airtight, so they shouldn't be too bad. Let's try it. Okay, they sort of taste like a cross between a flour mill and a clinic. Maybe a dentist's office. Oddly, I don't mind it. It does sort of have a medicinal flavor to it. I hope this is well kneaded because the last thing you want to do is have a bunch of sunflower oil come out and land all over your cracker. Okay, let's try this. And I guess I'll use my spork to... wonder why they didn't put a knife in with this. Okay, let's try it. Okay, I'm not sure if things are taking on kind of a weird taste because I know that it's years expired, or because it seemed the first time I tried these I didn't notice these underlying weird flavors. But again, this has sort of a, it's not a stale or a rancid flavor, but again, it's sort of like a medicinal taste. It doesn't taste as good as the first time I tried these. Okay, the main course. Let's get this in the microwave. Okay, so it seems to have a little rip seam. I think you're supposed to open it like this the long way, but we're just putting it into a bowl. Oh boy. Okay, it smells sort of like canned tuna. Okay, and because this is not an actual emergency, I'm going to use a fork to break it up. Oh, and it appears the pasta in question, or the noodles in question, are macaroni. Holy macaroni. Okay, I think I've got it pre-mixed enough. I think we'll give it about 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Okay, well that's heating up. I'm gonna try some more of this sunflower butter in the crackers. Okay, yeah, it's got that medicinal taste, but I think it's the crackers. So I'm gonna try some of this sunflower butter on its own and see if it's doing the same thing. No, not medicinal, but it's not really tasty. If I were stuck in an emergency and this is all I had to eat, I would eat it. The meal has beeped. Let's give it a stir. Okay, it's actually sizzling, so I think it's done. Just see if it's got heat. Yep, it does. Holy cow. So my complaint about the other three were they are way too sweet. And this one, again, same thing. Like, where's sugar in the list? So it's water, enriched pasta, carrots, peas, cooked diced chicken, rendered chicken fat, sugar. Way up there. So yeah, they don't want you to have a high blood pressure from the sodium, but giving you diabetes is not a problem. So yeah, every one of these meals I've tried, they are so sickeningly sweet that they're really kind of inedible and they just call for salt. Okay, so I just put the spices on it to hopefully help. Here's how it looks. Let's try some with the vegetables and the pasta. I don't see any chicken in this piece. Ugh, holy, it is so sweet. Oh, It's gross. It's way too sweet. Okay, and the chicken is sort of shredded. Can't even see pieces of it. So let's try some more. All I'm getting on my tongue is sugar. Okay, so totally going against the grain, I'm going to pour salt all over this. Okay, so I've added a bunch of salt to this bite. Oh wow, that definitely helps. Okay, I'm gonna add salt all around. So yeah, I think what they've done is to counterbalance the fact that there's no salt, they've added extra sugar. That was their first mistake. Okay, let's try this with added salt. It helps, but not enough. I'm still tasting the sugar. Okay, let's add some more salt. And yeah, this is something you really don't want to stir too much because it's turning into mush as it is. Okay, let's try it. Okay, yeah, it is better the more salt you put on it, but really that's not a good thing. Oh, I think I accidentally got a little chunk of chicken in that one. Okay. Yeah, the added salt really helps. Okay, but on a scale from 1 to 10, on a normal non-emergency day, I would give this a 1, if that. In the middle of a mass emergency, I would probably give it a 8. Yeah, I'd be that picky. Okay, so that's it. That's the deal with this emergency meal kit. Homestyle vegetable and noodle with chicken. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And comment. Let me know if you've tried these or any kind of emergency meal kits. Let me know what you think. Are they always this sweet? Okay, God willing, we never have to eat these in the conditions they were made for. Thanks for watching. Bye.